that trolley. Whew. A very hard job, I know. Now, I also am a stickler for the rules, so I do have to tell you some rules and regulations of the trolley before I get you on that tour today. To clarify, everyone is here for the 11:15 original trolley tour, correct?
Yeah.
Double check your tickets, make sure you're in the right place. All right, perfect. So, I will start off by saying there is no eating, drinking, smoking, or vaping on the trolley. The only instance in where you can drink something or eat something is bottled water or anything bottled with a cap on top that you can place away and store away safely. And well, of course, Hershey's chocolate.
Woo!
I love the energy. All right. But with great candy comes great responsibility. A wrapper. So I ask that you hold on to the wrappers to the very end of the trolley tour ride and throw them away in our trolley trash can, which just so happens to be very conveniently right at the steps where you can see the trash can. Now, I also ask that you keep your talking to a minimum. This is a theatrical tour ride, so we ask that you are courteous of the other people around you because they may want to hear what the other conductors are saying on the tour. Also, you will be seeing some wonderful sights, so you may want to take your cameras out and take some photos. We ask that you also keep the flash off because that could be distracting to other people around you as well as the conductor. Finally, you will be doing some singing on your tour.
Woo!
And I heard that there are some wonderful song sheets located on the seats so you can sing to every single song with their heart's content. Now there is one thing with the song sheets, they are very thin. And if you place them on the wall towards the window, they can actually fall right through. And unfortunately today I don't have my running shoes, so I can't run into the middle of town and grab that song sheet that fell through. So we ask that you hold on very tightly to the lovely song sheets, place them on your lap. If you get tired of holding onto it, you can place it underneath you onto the seat. We just ask that you do not place them on the windowsill, as they will fall through. All right, when we board onto the trolley, we would like you to board from the very, very front of the trolley all the way to the very back, to a seat. If you have any small kids with you, we ask that you place them on top of your lap, protective arm around them. Kids, if you have small parents, same goes to you. Place them on your lap, protective arm around them. All right. I will say this is an almost sold out trolley, so please, please, please fill in from the very front all the way to the back to a seat. Now I'm going to be checking out your tickets and scanning them in just a few moments, so if you could politely have them out ready to go, I will be just around in a moment to scan your tickets. Thank you.
These are some interesting songs. Good thing that I know a lot of them. Good thing I know plenty of them.
Oh, I'm so glad, Jenna. Jenna's going to be the loudest singer. Do you want me to record you singing?
I actually have my phone for that. So.
Okay, did you want me to use your phone and record you?
If we can get it for my video, sure.
First seat you come to a seat. I'm going to go check this bag.
How y'all doing?
Great!
Oh, I love that energy. Folks, if you take a look to your left, you're going to see some bushes and a road.
Ooh.
But if you take a look to your right, you're going to see our wonderful conductors, Sophia and Wilbur. It's his first day. Be really nice to him. He's a bit nervous. But when they get on the trolley, give them a big hoot, holler, shout as loud as you can. And folks, I'm going to see you lovely faces in 45 minutes. Have a good tour. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so welcome to Hershey and welcome aboard trolley car number 5. My name is Sophia and I will be your conductor today. Our motorman's name is Mamuda. Everybody say hi, Mamuda.
Hi, Mamuda.
Now, Mamuda's job is extremely important because not only will she be driving us through Hershey, PA, but she will also be taking the trolley back in time as well. Also, on today's trip, we have our newest conductor riding with us. His name is Wilbur.
Hello!
Anything you want to say about yourself before we start showing these folks around Hershey?
I've been studying my official trolley conductor's manual really, really hard. So don't be nervous. Yeah.
Excellent, great job, but the guests don't appear to be nervous.
Oh, no, I was just talking to myself. Also, I'm wearing my lucky suspenders. So don't be nervous.
Look, it's okay to be nervous on your first day. I mean, you just finished your training, right?
Yes.
Well, what was your favorite part?
The singing. Oh, in fact, can we sing a song right now?
I'll tell these folks what they can expect here on the trolley today, and you can add the parts you're comfortable with, and then we'll sing.
Okay, yes.
So we are going to start with Mr. Hershey's original chocolate factory at the intersection of Chocolate and Cocoa Avenues.
And we will do some singing to help everyone be a little less nervous.
And then we'll go back in time and see where it all came from, the town he built, the chocolate he created,
And the songs he sang.
I don't know if that part's quite true, but most importantly, we will spend time talking about the Milton Hershey School. Now, the Milton Hershey School is truly the focal point of the inspiring legacy of Mr. and Mrs. Hershey, and a part of the story that few people know about. So you folks are in for a real treat as we show you the beautiful town that
Mr. Hershey built out of cornfields and chocolate.
Well, now you've got it.
Which must have been extremely messy and awfully hard to do.
What?
To build a town out of cornfields and chocolate. You know, it must have been all gooey and sticky and slimy.
Oh, no, it's a metaphor.
Oh.
Maybe now would be a good time to start that song.
I think we should sing You're My Sunshine. Because it's spring and it's sunny, and you can't not be happy when you're singing.
Great choice, Wilbur. Why don't you start us off?
All right.
You are my
Sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
All right.
That was some wonderful singing, everyone. Now, as you can see, we are not quite to our first destination yet, so this gives me the chance to tell you more about the story of Mr. Hershey.
I've been studying that part really hard. Can I tell it?
I don't know, Wilbur. It's really important.
Trust me, I got this. I've been training for this moment for a very long time. I can do it.
Okay, Wilbur, go ahead.
All right. Mr. Hershey was born on a farm not too far from here in 1857. He learned to make candy. He made lots and lots of money. And then he died. Thank you.
Wilbur, that's all you have to say about, Mr. Hershey.
Well, I thought I pretty much covered all the important points.
Wilbur, there's a lot more to Mr. Hershey's story than that. How long were you in training anyway?
Well, I mean, I don't know how long exactly, but they have told me I've been in training a lot longer than any other conductor ever.
I see, that makes a lot more sense. Folks, why don't I tell you the rest of Mr. Hershey's story? After all, Mr. Hershey was an inspiration to us all. For instance, did you know Mr. Hershey was only 19 years old when he set out on his own to start his first candy business in Philadelphia?
No
Where he
way.
got his fortune.
Not even close. You see, the first thing many people don't realize about Hershey is his success did not come on the first try. Mr. Hershey started his first candy business in 1876, but he went bankrupt in 1882, and he went bankrupt again 4 years later in New York. After 10 years of work, he was penniless, but determined to try one last time. His dear Aunt Martha had to mortgage her house to loan him the money, and that is when he started the Lancaster Caramel Company.
Don't you mean the Lancaster Chocolate Company?
And that's the other thing that people don't realize, that chocolate was a very expensive luxury and was not well known in the U.S. Mr. Hershey's first success was in caramels.
Wait, what success? You just said he went bankrupt twice.
I will explain everything in time, Wilbur. But as you can see, folks, we are still not quite to our first destination yet, so how about we sing another song to pass the time?
Ooh, good idea.
How about we sing Moonlight Bay?
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right, go, folks. We were sailing along.
We were sailing along
On
Moonlight Bay.
On Moonlight Bay, we could hear the voices ringing. They seem to say,
You have stolen
my heart. Now don't go away. As we sang love's old sweet song, Moonlight Bay.
All right.
That was wonderful, folks. Now, folks, if you take a look out to your right here, you can start to see some of the many amazing attractions of Hershey Park. Now, this large wooden roller coaster right here is called the Lightning Racers. There are 2 separate tracks, and the 2 carts race at the same time to the very end of the coaster. And just up here, you can start to see some of the water park of Hershey Park. Now, it is not open quite yet because it is not summer yet, but when it is open in the summer, you can find many amazing water attractions like many of the water slides or some of the water things in there. And there's also a lot of food in there too. Isn't this quite amazing, Wilbur?
I think I forgot my camera.
Oh, that's okay.
No, because I live right across town, about 5 minutes away, so I'll just go home, get my camera, and be right back. So you got this. You can handle it. I'll be right back to get my camera. You got this. You got this. You got this.
But Wilbur, you can't.
You got this. I'll see you back. I'll see you in just a bit. I'll be right.
No,
I'll be right back.
Wilbur, you can't.
All right, here we go.
Well, no, Wilbur, no, you can't live in the middle of a tour. Melody, he's gone.
Oh well, he's gone.
What do we do?
Goodbye, Wilbur.
Well, what am I supposed to do without him? I mean, are you sure?
Fine, we want the Hell's Angels over there.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, it's a good idea. Yeah. The other side of the factory for Wilbur.
Hellin.
Well, how about this? If any of you folks see Wilbur outside running, you'll let me know? Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel a lot better. Well, since I'm by myself now, you might just have to bear with me for a moment. He's supposed to be here helping me, but if you take a look out to your right here again, you can start to see some more attractions. Like right here, you can start to see the Trailblazer going up here, and this red and white track is Storm Runner. And just up here, you can start to see the Hershey Triple Towers. The Kisses Tower is 80 feet tall, the Reese's Tower is 131 feet tall, and the Hershey's Tower is 189 feet tall. And if you take a look out to your left, you can start to see Still America. Now, I will have more to say about that just a little bit later. And look, folks, in just a moment, you will be seeing Mr. Hershey's original chocolate factory, our first destination. Mr. Hershey started construction in 1903, and for well over 100 years, it was the largest chocolate factory in the world. At its peak, over 3,000 workers were busy making Hershey's chocolate 24 hours a day. Now, they stopped making chocolate here in 2012. However, the Hershey Company immediately remodeled the old factory, and today its offices for almost everyone in the organization. Meanwhile, the chocolate production had shifted just a mile down the railroad tracks to the West Hershey plant at the other end of town, which I will show you a bit later. And now if you take a look at your right, you can start to see Mr. Hershey's Community Center. Mr. Hershey had it built in 1929 and has served many purposes over the years, including the town hospitals, men's and women's clubs, junior college, and radio station. It is also home to the Hershey Theater, which has been bringing high-quality entertainment to the town from 1933 to today. Are we going to pull over right here for Wilbur? Okay, that sounds good. Maybe. Just maybe. Yeah. Hopefully we'll show up. But while we wait, you can get a close-up view of Mr. Hershey's chocolate factory. When it was going full steam, they made over 2 million Hershey bars every day, which comes out to about 25 every second. They also...
Hey, look!
Oh,
Hang on, I'm gonna hit you right. I told Milton I drove his brand spanking new trolley, so here we go.
I'm sorry, sir. Do we know you?
Now, there's no need to sir me. Folks around here call me Papa Hershey, and you can too.
Papa, as in Henry Hershey? Folks, this is Milton Hershey's father.
Oh, you heard of my boy Milton?
Oh, yes, we certainly have. In fact, I was just showing these folks the site of Milton's factory.
Yep, that's the site. And what a site is gonna be. He tells me he'll have it finished by next year. And by 1905, this town will be on the map. Now you see, I can remember when all these was just cornfields and cows. Lots of cows. That chocolate factory is sure going to bring the fragrance of this town.
You know that's right.
But he won't just be the factory. I mean to tell you, he's going to have a whole chocolate town. So even if you don't live on Chocolate Avenue, well, over there's going to be Coal Rockus Avenue. Oh, in Granada. Oh, in Java. Oh, in the right in Bahia. And that's not even all of them.
And all those street names are places in the world where Milton gets its cocoa beans for the factory.
Yes, sir. He's going to have shredders that been up and down all over the place. One thing I tell people, that boy knows how to dream big.
He sure has a vision for what this town can be.
Well, you're kind of the most crazy what most folks say. Well, that's all right. You know, they used to call me crazy too when it was one of my new inventions. But of course, that could have been because none of my inventions ever seemed to work quite right. Same with my adventures. You know, I almost struck it rich in silver mining back in Denver. It's too bad it didn't pan out. Get it pan out?
I get it.
Where was that? Where was it?
Telling stories about the town?
Oh, that is right. Around here I am known for 2 things. Telling stories and singing songs. And I see we have some song sheets here. Let's say we use them.
All right, Papa, why don't you pick your favorite?
Well, I'm kind of partial to Bye Bye Blackbird.
Okay, folks, join right in. Pack up all my cares and woe, here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. When somebody waits for me, sugar sweet and so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love or understand me. Oh, what hard love stories they all hand me. Made my bed and light the light, all arise late at night. Blackbird, bye-bye.
Well, now, that was a real mighty fine singing right there. That was really good. But I better be going. You folks stick with this nice young lady. She sure knows a thing or two about history. Bye now, and have a great day in nurse, everybody.
Bye, Papa. Thanks for the stories. Well, I'm glad we had the chance to meet Milton's father. He certainly was quite the adventurer and inventor in his day. However, none of Henry's inventions or adventures ever made the family any money. So while Milton certainly developed a flair for adventure and experimentation from his father, he still grew up in an unstable environment. So Buddha, we forgot to wait for Wilbur. Oh, can we stop and wait for him again soon? Okay, well, anyway, after Philadelphia, Milton did travel with his father to Denver, Colorado. Papa was convinced he would strike it rich in silver mining. However, Milton ended up working for a candy maker who would teach him a secret that would make him successful. How to add fresh milk to his candies to make them chewier, tastier, and longer lasting. Once Milton became successful in Lancaster, it was in no small part due to the fact that he had this very special ingredient, and Mr. Hershey became very successful indeed. By 1891, Mr. Hershey had made his first $1 million. 6 years later, he decided to experiment with adding milk to his chocolate to create a unique taste. Mr. Hershey intended to become the first person in the world to mass-produce milk chocolate, making it so inexpensive that even a child could afford it. But something even more important happened in the 1890s. In 1896, Milton Hershey walked into a candy store in Jamestown, New York, and saw Catherine Elizabeth Sweeney behind the counter. To make a long story short, they were married in 1898. Milton and Catherine, whom he and everyone else called Kitty, were very happy together. However, they were never able to have any children. Now, this was devastating. They both loved children very much. So, in 1909, Kitty had perhaps the greatest idea of all. She suggested they instead start a school for orphan boys. And that, folks, was the humble beginnings of the Milton Hershey School, and is all around us now. Today, there are over 2,000 students from families in financial need living in approximately 190 student homes, and many of those homes are around us now. The Milton Hershey School is from grades 3K to 12, and the homes that will be coming up here on your right are the transitional living homes for the 12th graders, getting them ready for whatever they plan to do after high school, such as a higher level of education, such as college. And now, down here at the end of the row on your right, you will see this large gray home. This is the Hershey family homestead. It was built in 1827 by Milton's great-grandfather, Isaac Hershey. This is where Milton S. Hershey was born on September 13, 1857, and is also where Milton and Kitty first started school. In 1910, 4 orphan boys moved in with their house parents, George and Prudence Copenhagen. Mr. Hershey believed each boy should have a good education, but more importantly, a stable home environment. Today, it is one of the most special places on our story. It is also home to the current president of the Milton Hershey School. And finally, this is where Milton Hershey spent 2 years in a barn behind the homestead experimenting until he came up with the perfect recipe for Hershey's milk chocolate. That was 1899. The next year, he introduced the world to the Hershey bar. The instant popularity of his affordable milk chocolate is what led him to the decision to stake his entire future on Hershey's milk chocolate alone. It seems we have another visitor, folks.
Hello, hello. I saw that you were showing some folks around our town and had some young ones on board. I thought they might like some of these Hershey Kisses. I just wrapped them this morning.
Oh, that's very kind of you. You must be Mrs.
Hershey, dear. Fanny Hershey.
I can't believe it. You're Milton's mother, Mrs. Hershey. This is such an honor.
Now, don't make such a fuss, dear. And by the way, just call me Mama Hershey. Everyone else does.
Excuse me, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. Mama Hershey.
That's better.
Say Mama. We seem to be missing one of our conductors. Did you happen to see anyone unusual outside?
Well, I did see an unusually handsome young man, dressed a lot like your motor woman, racing by here a few minutes ago. Oh, but don't you worry, you'll find him soon enough. I told him, you young folks need to slow down and enjoy life. My Milton was like that as a child, always on the go. And oh, my son loves children, you know, he just adores them. He made these Hershey Kisses just for children.
And you say you hand wrap these all yourself?
Well, I don't like to have idle hands, dear. But Milton tells me it's 1920, and that next year he's going to go out and buy a machine that does all the wrapping itself.
Well, that sounds fantastic.
It sounds expensive.
Oh, well, since you raised such a great son, Mama, do you have any advice for us?
Well, it's not easy raising children these days, but I've always trusted what the Bible says about it. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he'll not depart from it. I always taught Milton that prosperity is a blessing to be used wisely, and I'm so proud he remembered what I taught him. But I better be going. You pass out the kisses, dear. Each of you may take one, and no more. We want everyone to get a kiss from Mama. And please hold on to those pretty silver wrappers. or this nice young man over here wants to come up the trolley all by himself. We don't want that now, do we? Bye-bye now.
Bye, Mom.
Bye,
Thanks
Mother.
for the kisses. Oh, well, she certainly was a sweet lady, wasn't she? And a hard worker, too. You know, she was not kidding about wrapping kisses. Hershey kisses were hand-wrapped until 1921, and Mama would spend part of each day at the factory helping out until several days before she died. And she lived to be 85. She definitely was the key to milk persistence. So we get passing out the kisses down this side of the trolley, across the back, and up this side. Please take one and hold on to all of the wrappers until you exit and deposit them in the trash can as you leave. Now, from here on in the story, the town and the school are intertwined. So now that we're heading back into the town, I'd like to talk more about the school. Now, when the Hersheys first started the school, they called it the Hershey Industrial School. Mr. Hershey wanted it to be a place for the boys to come and learn a trade, believing that a hands-on skill would help them be successful. That is still true today. He also wanted the boys to have a love and respect for God and man. Still, weekly services are part of the students' Sunday mornings. And finally, he wanted the boys to love nature and learn to work the dairy farm, and they all did. While much has changed about school over the years, for example, both boys and girls in town now, they aren't required to do farm chores anymore, and they do not have to strictly be an orphan to be eligible to come here. The mission of the school has never changed. The school is here to serve families in financial need. So the most important thing that you need to know is that it is absolutely free. Everything from rooms to board to healthcare to all educational costs. Can merit scholarships up to $110,000 coming out of the high school is completely paid for by the school itself. How is that even possible? I will tell you a little bit later. But as you can see, we are coming back down Para Avenue, another one of those interesting street names back to Chocolate Avenue. Here will be an opportunity to see the Hershey Kiss streetlights. Now, the Hershey Kiss streetlights first lit up Chocolate Avenue in 1963. Today, there are 106 Hershey Kiss streetlights that line up Chocolate Avenue, and there are some more other places in Hershey, and they alternate wrapped and unwrapped. Alright, folks, I'm about to tell you some really funny jokes, so you have to laugh at them, alright? Now, of course, these are the only Diet Kisses that Hershey makes. That's because they are made out of light chocolate. And sometimes, when the bulbs burn out, they become dark chocolate. And we've even had cases where thieves have stolen one, which makes it hot chocolate. But their plans are always foiled, and they wind up behind Hershey bars. Very, very funny. Alright, folks, now as you can see, we are coming to the site of Mr. Hershey's factory once again. Now, before we get there, it's important to understand this very important thing, that before Mr. Hershey had built his factory, there was very little here, just a small village and a lot of dairy farms. In fact, just like Papa said, many people thought Mr. Hershey should have his head examined for building his factory out here in the middle of nowhere. But Mr. Hershey had 3 solid reasons for building it here. First, he knew the area well. I mean, he was born here after all. And he knew that Spring Creek, which is right next to us, would provide an excellent freshwater source for his factory. Second, Mr. Hershey intended to become the first person in the world to mass-produce milk chocolate. So why would he locate in a large city when he could put his factory right in the middle of dairy country and be right next to the source? And finally, Mr. Hershey had it in his mind all along that he didn't just want to build a factory, he wanted to create an entire model town, which would eventually include many of the sites I have shown you so far. Alright, folks, now as you can see, we are closely coming to the grounds of Mr. Hershey's home, the High Point Mansion. Now, this area is closed to the public, but Hershey Trolley Works has been given exclusive permission to bring our guests up onto the property. But before we get there, we need to jump even further back in our history for a moment. As I said before, there was very little located here, just a small village and a lot of dairy farms. That dairy farm is called the Village of Dairy Church. It came here from, it was called Dairy Church from the people in Ireland who settled here in the early 1700s. Now, they built a church here in 1724 and is still active today and is on the hill to your left. The original session house for that church is that small glass enclosed building that is right next to it. That was built in 1732. Mr. Hershey had it enclosed in glass to protect it. Today, it is one of the oldest unrestored structures in Pennsylvania. In the year 1900, Mr. Hershey sold the Lancaster Caramel Company for $1 million, and he used that money to purchase 1,200 acres of land to start his town and the factory. By 1906, the former village of Dairy Church was now thriving as Hershey, Pennsylvania, and in 1908, Mr. Hershey finished building his beautiful home, the High Point Mansion. He built this 22-room mansion for Kitty. Now, many people wonder how much High Point costs and who lives there today. Well, in 1908, it cost Mr. Hershey $53,433 to build. And the Hersheys have been the only people to call High Point home. Since 1991, it has been the headquarters for the Hershey Trust, which I'll tell you more about a little bit later. Now, as you can see, down here in the hollow is an old one-room schoolhouse. Now, folks, can you guess who attended school here?
Hershey?
That is right. Mr. Hershey came here as a second grader in 1863. His teacher was his uncle, Elias Hershey. Now, Mr. Hershey only went here for 1 year. In fact, he had dropped out at the age of 12 to help work and support his family. Now, he failed at his first job at the newspaper, but, and here we all owe a big thank you to Mama Hershey. When he was 14, she enrolled him as an apprentice to a candy maker in Lancaster. He spent 4 years there perfecting his craft, and I guess you could say the rest is history. All right, folks, now as soon as we make this turn, we'll be heading towards the factory one more time.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
My name is Jacob Stolzfuss. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks. My name is Sophia. We were just headed towards the factory, and it looks like you might work there.
Oh, hello. Right up there with the gotcha machinery. I was just running a bit late because my lunch wasn't quite ready. Stay on, let's see what dog better have a bag for me.
What's his name?
It's my favorite pickle Bigby and penny cups. Say no, would you like some?
That is very kind of you, but
Helen, help him
I
out.
think we'll pass him the
Help him out.
pig's feet. But the penny cups sound good if you're sure you've got enough for your lunch, Mr. Stoltzfus.
First off, you can call me Shaky and don't you worry. My uncle works in the research plant just up the road, so we always have plenty of penny cups, don't you know? So you just pass the people around the penny cups until they're all.
Until they're all what?
On the backs. Oh, no, that's just an expression. So they're all gone.
Well, here you go, folks. Say, Jakey, you're Pennsylvania Dutch, aren't you?
Get on. Get on. Hey, God, not you know.
Oh, what's your accent? The way you speak, it's so colorful and expressive.
Oh, man, no, that's just so nice.
All right, folks. Now, if you take a look out to your left, I would like you to notice this beautiful home that will be coming up here. Now, Mr. Hershey had these homes built in the early 1900s for the top executives of his factory. And this white home coming up here with the gray beams, that was the home to Mr. William F.R. Murray.
Oh, Mr. Murray, nice fella. You know what his job is?
Mr. Hershey, salesman and first president of his company.
Yeah, that too. But his main job is to trim up the cocoa bushes right there.
They're actually barberry bushes, right?
Yeah, but around here, we like to call them the Hershey bar berry bushes.
Good one.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hey, another song sheets I see.
Oh, yeah. Do you like to sing, Jakey?
Oh, hello. I'm the Lebanon chorus. I sing tenor.
Tenor.
Yeah, tenor 2 miles down the road to Lebanon.
Very funny, very funny.
And sometimes they even ask me to sing solo.
Really?
Yeah, solo that no one can hear me.
Very funny.
Oh, and one time too, a friend and I, we were gonna sing a duet, but they told us to do it somewhere else. Oh, that's a good one. That's a
That
good
is a
one.
good one.
Oh, how about we sing the Bon App Crazy song?
Oh, I don't think we know that one.
Yeah, Dad, you do too, know. You know that I'm Bon App Crazy, all for the love of you.
Oh, you mean Bicycle Built for Two. Ready, folks? It's on the front of your song sheet.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet up on the seat of a bicycle built for two.
Hey, no, that was wonderful going.
Have you worked at the factory long, Jakey?
Oh, very old. I'm a concher. Been one since 1910. I was just 15 years old when I started working for Mr. Hershey. My job as a concher is to load the chocolate in the concher machine that stirs it around once.
Just one time?
No. That's just an expression. The chocolate is stirred around and around for 96 hours now. Mr. Hershey couldn't have it any way else. Oh, thank you. He's very particular about the way he makes his chocolates. He comes by the factory just about every day to check up on his workers. And if we're not making the chocolate just the way he likes it, oh boy, who'll let you know about it?
Oh, I'm sure he would.
But anyhow, I bet to make haste, don't want to be late. Oh, and when you eat Hershey's chocolate, you think of old Jakey stirring it there once. Stirs it one time? Oh, that's a good one. I better tell that one to Mr. Hershey. See ya, dog!
Bye, Jakey.
Bye.
Thanks for the penny cut. Bye.
Wow. That was a real smooth
Alright,
trip.
folks, now in just a moment, as soon as we make this turn, I would like you to take a look out to your left. So let's make this turn real quick.
Where is he?
Alright, folks, now if you take a look out to your left, I would like you to notice these large 24 yellow silos just behind the trees here. Now, those silos serve over 90 million pounds of cocoa beans for the chocolate making at the factory. Alright, folks, now a change of scene. As soon as we come over this bridge, we will be entering another part of Mr. Hershey's model town. Now, Mr. Hershey, one of the people who lived and worked in this community, do have plenty of social activities. So in 1906, Mr. Hershey designed Hershey Park. It began as a place for families to enjoy boating, fishing, and picnicking along the Spring Creek. By 1916, Mr. Hershey had opened up his first private collection of wildlife known as the Hershey Zoo. Today, Zoo America, which will be coming up here on your right, features 200 North American animals on 11 acres of land. Alright folks, now we are at another very amazing attraction of Hershey, Hershey Traffic. And now you can start to see some of the animals in.
Oh, look, it's the chocolate river.
Mr. Hershey also started adding rides as early as 1912. First came a carousel, and then a mini trolley ride a few years later. The first roller coaster came in 1925. It was called the Wildcat. Now, unfortunately, it is not there anymore. It had to be taken down in 1946, but 50 years later, in 1996, Hershey Park added the new Wildcat, which I will show you a bit later as soon as we get on top of the hill and look to see the whole town of Hershey. Now, the Wildcat was recently remodeled from a wooden roller coaster to a wooden and metal roller coaster hybrid.
Wow.
It is now one of the fastest roller coasters in the park, and it is very smooth as well with its high technology. You go upside down around 4 times, and it is super fun. Mr. Hershey also built the Starlight Dance Pavilion around that time as well, so that townspeople could do the jitterbug and the Charleston to all the big band breaks on a Saturday night. We are almost there, folks. He's going to do some help.
Thanks for stopping.
Hi.
Could you give me a ride over to Mr. Abrams' farm? It's just up the road. This milk can goes to Mr. Abrams. He's the educated factory. I'm Timmy Bowers. What's your name?
Hi, Timmy. My name's Sophia. Oh, did you make a stop at Hershey Park on your way as well?
Yeah, because you know there's 13 guys in our house. So sometimes we come down here to the park and have some swell games of baseball.
So you must live in one of Mr. Hershey's student homes. Do you go to Mr. Hershey's school?
Yeah, I've been there almost 5 months now. Gee, it's hard to imagine it's been that long. Things are so different here.
Well, where are you from, Timmy?
Well, me and my family usually live in Philadelphia. But then there was this fire in well, anyway, I became an orphan more or less when my parents died.
Aww.
Things were kind of rough for a while. But then I came here. And now my house mom says I ain't near as square as I was when I first got here. I almost gained 12 pounds and I've grown a lot too. People say I'm kind of big for my age.
Yeah, well, how old are you, Timmy?
I'm 10.
Yeah, you sure are big for 10.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Last week I had dinner at Mr. Hershey's house. Yeah, each week they have about 10 of us guys over for dinner. Mr. Hershey and Mrs. Kitty are just swell. And, well, she's kind of pretty too. We had chicken and waffles because that's Mr. Hershey's favorite. But of course I can't have done without the waffles. I can better have breakfast and all with the syrup. Hey, see that big house up there?
Uh-huh.
That's my friend Johnny's house. He lives with 13 other guys. And you know that we have house parents that take care of us and teach us stuff.
And that student home was called Rosemont, right?
Yeah, because right next to Mr. Hershey's Rose Garden.
Neat. So you must be learning a lot here, Timmy.
Oh, yeah, you bet. Well, I never seen a cow before I came here. And now my house dad says that if I behave myself and work really, really, really hard, I can become a real dairy farmer one day. And just last week, I learned to plant cucumbers in my very own garden.
Wow, sounds like you're pretty busy.
Yeah, but, oh, I think this is Mr. Abrams' farm show. I gotta go.
Oh, hey Timmy, before you go, would you like to take some Hershey Kisses with you?
You really mean it?
Uh-huh.
Well, thanks. I can share them with all my friends. Maybe if I feed the kisses of the cows, we can have some chocolate milk tonight. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm leaving here.
I don't think that's how you make chocolate milk with it, though. Yeah, I don't think so. Really? Well, he certainly was a cute kid.
He's the same age as
And he
you,
kind
Richie.
of reminded me of someone familiar. Oh, you're right. He did kind of look like Wilbur. Has anyone seen Wilbur? No. Oh,
I'm not
I hope he comes
sure.
back soon because he's going to be in big trouble when he gets back here. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we better find him. As I said before, over 2,000 quite young. She was only 42 years old when she passed away in 1915. She was the love of Mr. Hershey's life. Mr. Hershey knew he would never remarry and never have any children. So, 3 years later, Mr. Hershey quietly signed over every single share of stock that he owned in his chocolate company to the Hershey Trust. The trust, you remember, is headquartered on High Point Mansion and is the financial caretaker of the school. That initial endowment was worth over $60 million, so that every student that attends the Milton Hershey School is a beneficiary of Mr. Hershey's success and everlasting kindness. And I think that tells you the true nature of Milton S. Hershey. He created affordable milk chocolate so that everybody could enjoy it. He provided a high-quality life for the people who live and work in his community, and most importantly, he created an opportunity through the school for the children. And that, folks, is why we say that the Milton Hershey School is truly the focal point of the inspiring legacy of Mr. M. Hershey. But let's not forget that you have helped as well, because every time that you fly into a Hershey bar or ride a ride at Hershey Park or go see a Hershey Bears game or a concert, you are contributing to the support for the Milton Hershey School kids. See, folks, you are doing good in this world and you may not have even known it. Now, our next 3 sites all have something to do with Miss Kitty Hershey. If you take a look up to your right at the top of this hill, you will see the fabulous, the luxurious 4-star Hotel Hershey. As you can tell from its distinctive architecture, when it was built in 1933, it was modeled after hotels Mr. and Mrs. Hershey stayed at their trips to the Mediterranean.
It's the place.
And now if you take a look out to your left, you can start to see some of the beautiful Hershey Gardens. Mr. Hershey had these planted in 1937 for the enjoyment of the community. There are thousands of different flowers, including hundreds of species of roses, because those were Miss Kitty's favorite. There is also a beautiful butterfly garden that is open year-round there. And now, in just a moment, folks, you will be getting a spectacular view of the entire town of Hershey, Pennsylvania. And there you go.
Can you see, Jenna?
Now, this Wildcat roller coaster I mentioned earlier is this red wooden and metal roller coaster that is closest to us.
Hey,
Just
that's
behind
the one
that,
they
you
were
will
talking
see
about
Fahrenheit,
yesterday.
which is the orange and blue track. If you look over to the silos again and look just past that, you will see that large dome building. That is Founders Hall. It was built in 1940 to honor the founders, Milton and Kitty Hershey. It is the headquarters for the Milton Hershey School. As a frame of reference, when you first came into the town of Hershey and saw the big Welcome to Hershey emblem up on the hill, that is where we are. Hershey Trolley Works has been given exclusive permission to bring our guests up onto the property to pause for the best possible view of the entire town of Hershey, Pennsylvania. Now, the building that sits on top of this hill is Catherine Hall, named for Miss Hershey. Today, it is the middle school for the Milton Hershey School, but was originally the high school. Over the years, as students' time at the school was coming to an end, they would look over this view and wonder, what's next? We know Mr. Hershey wondered a similar thing on September 2nd, 1945, just weeks before Mr. Hershey had passed away. He told one of his best friends that his fondest wish would be that whenever the students would graduate, they would come down off the hill and run his company. Since then, no less than 12 Milton Hershey School graduates have gone on to run one or more of Mr. Hershey's companies. In fact, the last 3 presidents of the school were Milton Hershey School graduates. Oh, Wilbur's here? Oh, that's not Wilbur. Sure. We just admire this view. Have you seen it?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a local boy. Charlie Black's the name.
Nice to meet you, Charlie. My name is Sophia. Have you been in the service long?
Yes, ma'am. 5 years now. I signed up in 1941 and just got back from Germany yesterday. I was just at an interview for a teaching job at Mr. Hershey's school. It sure is great to be back. The town has really grown, and I can see they expanded the park a lot too. You know, I was really proud to say I came from Hershey. It sort of made a celebrity in the service.
A celebrity? Why is that?
Well, because of the Hershey Ration Bar and all. Everyone knew about Hershey, Pennsylvania.
I remember hearing about that. In 1937, the government approached Mr. Hershey to see if he could create a ration bar with enough vitamins and calories to keep a soldier alive under emergency wartime conditions. He soon produced a field ration D-bar, and during World War II, he basically turned over his factory to their production.
That's right. My mom wrote me a letter saying that she and my sister were working 7 days a week during the war, and the factory produced 3.5 billion ration bars.
Wow, that is a lot of Hershey bars.
It sure is. Mr. Hershey made friends all over the world. In every village we passed through in Germany, the kids knew 3 English phrases: G.I. Joe, Sam, and Hershey bar.
Say, Charlie, we've been doing some singing along the trolley. How would you like to lead us in a song?
That'd be great. Would it be too hokey if I requested God Bless America just for being back and all?
I don't think that'd be too hokey at all. Why don't you start us off?
Sure.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
That was great singing, everyone. Oh no.
What is it, Charlie?
I think I forgot my duffel bag. I must have left it at the senior hall. I gotta go back and get it.
But Charlie, that's all the way back up the hill.
That's quite alright. I've been running all day.
Well, good luck, Charlie.
Thanks.
Welcome home.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, there he goes. Hope he gets his duffel bag. All right, folks. Well, as soon as we head down the hill and make this turn, we'll be on our way back to Chocolate World. Very sad. But before we get there, I would like you to take a look out to your right. Now, it's probably hard to turn your heads all the way back there, so as soon as we make this turn, it might be easier to see. But if you look at this large half-dome building that is closest to us, just over here, that is the Giant Center. Now, if you look just past that out in the distance, you will see that large white structure. That white structure is West Hershey, the largest of all the Hershey factories and the most technologically advanced chocolate factory in the world. West Hershey produces Hershey syrup, Hershey bars with almonds, and over 70 million Hershey kisses per day. Now, just next to that is a small tan building. You probably can't see it because it is very small. It is called the H.B. Reese Factory, home to the, you guessed it, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. It's a fact, folks, with 2 chocolate factories running 24 hours a day, Hershey is definitely the sweetest place on earth. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed traveling back in time to meet some of the most important people on Mr. Hershey's life story. We have only scratched the surface of everything that Chocolate Town has to offer, so if you get the chance, I suggest you to try out Chocolate World once you get back there, or you could try out, yeah?
I finally caught up with you.
Well,
Finally caught up with you. You're guys are all still here. Good. What was it? Well, I finally caught up with you guys, and you're all still here, so glad to be back. Yeah.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
We have been looking all over town for you.
I've been looking over town for you.
I thought you were going to get your camera.
Funny story about that.
Okay.
I did get my camera, but when I couldn't find you, I did some stuff.
Such as?
I went to the park and rode all 15 roller coasters.
All 15?
All 15.
How is that even possible?
I even rode the Super Duper Looper twice.
Wow.
Twice. And then I went to the zoo and saw all kind of cool animals. But when I was getting a closer look at the American alligator, I dropped my camera and he swallowed it.
Oh, over.
The zookeeper said, "She'll come back in a few days and I can get my camera back." Wait.
I don't think you want that camera back over. the entire journey.
I missed the whole thing?
Yeah, and I think you owe these folks an apology for running off the trolley the way you did. I mean, they were counting on you, weren't you folks?
Yeah.
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 Well, gee, folks, don't be too mad at me. You have no idea what I've been through this last hour. Oh, I guess you're right. I'm sorry for running off the trolley. It will never happen again, I promise. But I was right here with you in spirit the whole time.
You know, we also sang a lot of good old songs while you were gone too.
You mean I missed all the singing? That's my favorite part.
Yeah, and these folks are terrific singers too.
Then can we do one more song for me, please? Just one more.
Well, I guess we have some time before we get back. So, how about it, folks? Does anyone have a song request off of the song sheet they would like to sing?
How about Let Me Call You Sweetheart?
Let me call you sweetheart. That's a great one. All right, here we go.
Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light glowing in your eyes so blue. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you.
All right.
That was a wonderful choice. You know, that was pretty fun. You want to sing another one over?
Sure.
Does anyone else have a song request?
Pick a song, any song. Can also be a repeat too. It's up to you.
I got another one. How about By the Light of the Silvery Moon?
Oh, that's another great one. All right, here we go.
By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon through the honey of brood love's tune. Honeymoon, keep shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring long strings, we'll be cuddling soon. By the silvery moon.
All right, let's go.
That was wonderful.
Our next thing is in 3 minutes.
All right, folks. I have another very interesting story of Mr. Hershey.
Ah, that should be good.
It is about the Great Depression.
Are you kidding?
What?
When I left, you're on like bankruptcy, and now you're on depression.
Just trust me.
Okay, go on.
Anyway, in 1929, when the stock market crashed, Mr. Hershey was determined to keep his costs from suffering the crippling unemployment that had plagued the nation. So, he took his profits from his sugar plantations he had purchased in Cuba to launch a major building campaign that would produce hundreds and hundreds of jobs. During the 10 years of the Great Depression, Mr. Hershey finished no less 7 major building projects, and was proud to say not one single person lost their job during that time. And those building projects include many of the sites I've shown you so far: Catherine Hall, Hotel Hershey, the Hershey Gardens, and the Hershey Park Stadium and Arena. Of course, that's in addition to the fact that he kept the factory going full steam during that time as well.
You're right, that was interesting.
Yeah, and here's another good one. Mr. and Mrs. Hershey traveled quite a bit during their time together. They wanted to see the world, but they were also searching for a treatment that would improve Kitty's health. So they traveled through southern Europe during the winter of 1912 and booked a passage on a luxury liner and made a voyage that would bring them home in April. You know where this is going, right?
Presumably over the ocean.
Luxury liner, April 1912, made a voyage. Anyway, Mr. Hershey received a notification that he had to return home early due to a business problem. He tried to get a refund on the $300 deposit he had paid to the White Star Line, but they would not give him his money back. Frustrated at this, they decided that Kitty would stay in Europe, and Bill returned home earlier than planned on board the German liner America. While sailing across the North Atlantic, the America sent warning messages to other ships warning of icebergs. And what happened to that other ship? The one the Hershey's did not sail on? The name of that ship was the RMS Titanic.
Oh, another ship.
Yep, but our Hershey's was scheduled to sail on the Titanic.
That was an interesting story. and I have an interesting story to tell you guys too.
Okay.
So when I was running around trying to catch up to you, I took a shortcut to the old chocolate factory, right? And I got lost. It's like a maze in there. But anyway, I met some very nice security guards who showed me exactly what the door was. And when I told them I was with the Hershey Trolley Works, a nice old lady gave me all these Hershey bars.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Wilbur.
There you go.
Hey, Wilbur, do you want to do the ending part of the show?
Yeah, yes please. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding the Hershey Trolley Works. Before you leave, we ask a few things of you. First, please remain in your seats until the trolley comes to a complete stop. Second, please keep your song shoes on the seats where you found them. And third, please dispose of all wrappers from the garbage in the waste can as you leave. Mind yourself while you exit, and have a great day in our hometown, Chocolate Town, USA!
That was great, Wilbur.
Thank you.
How about we sing the Sentimental Dirty before we go?
Ooh, good idea.
All right, so when I point to you, you sing. Are we ready? All right, here we go. I'm gonna take a sentimental journey. Gonna set my heart at ease. I'm gonna take a sentimental journey to renew all memories. Got my bags, I got my reservations. Steady shine I could afford. Like a child in wild anticipation. I long to hear that all aboard. 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of trolley track that takes me back. But I've never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roll? But I'm gonna take a sentimental journey home.
All right, let's go.
Thank you all for riding with us today. We hope you have a great rest of your day at Chocolate Town, USA. Thanks, everybody.
Remember to hit that subscribe